I'm going to do a quick recap of 2024. My year started off a little rocky. I found out that I had chronic Lyme, and I did not stay down for very long. I decided to take that and learn more about autoimmune diseases like Lyme. Coming to find out that most of the autoimmune disease that we have in our country and other countries is really environmental toxins. And over the last year, I've realized we are in a medical awakening. We're in a medical awakening, you guys. It's kind of cool to see. I know particularly I feel privileged to be a big part of this medical awakening because, well, I'm Worm Queen. So with that said, I really took time and pushed hard to find out what things I could do for myself. So one of the things that I did is I got myself an HBOT. That is a hyperbaric chamber oxygen therapy. Basically, I am absorbing like 600 times the amount of oxygen that I would normally absorb just sitting here breathing. I am breathing it in, it's going penetrating through my skin. That was a game changer. The next thing I did was NAD. I started out doing a lot, 750 milligrams. It was way too much, you guys, way too much. So with that said, I have now dropped down after 6 months to around 250 milligrams of IV about once a month. I also rekindled my relationship with my family. That was a really big one because trauma keeps you down. It really keeps you chronically ill. So I wanted to make sure that I worked hard on mending fences and working out my trauma. That was a big one for me. I have also done a lot of podcasts. I got myself a fun microphone and I do podcasts 2 to 3 times a week, and I've started my own podcast. I have filmed a few now. We have some under our belt. We're hoping to launch in February, and the name has not been released yet. But as soon as it is, I will go ahead and let you guys know. I also moved to Seattle, and I have moved 3 times now in the last year. We've had a couple apartments. One of the apartments that we had, we flooded. We flooded because we had filters on our wash machine, and the wash machine didn't like it. So we flooded our apartment in 4 floors. I have traveled a lot. I have been out in the sun. I have been out on beaches. I have made myself very busy. I vibrate plate, so I do a vibration plate every day, and I lift 5-pound weights while I'm doing that. That also helps me keep my Lyme at bay and my mold, because mold really doesn't go away. You have to really work hard on it, and I've been doing that for 2 years, and well, I still have some active mold in my body, but it's not affecting me, so I don't have a lot of symptoms. I sauna. I have a Therasage infrared sauna that gets up to 170 degrees, and I go completely in it. I don't leave my head out of it, and I sit in there for 15-20 minutes. My favorite modality, which you will learn when you watch me and Sam Bruno's podcast, is cold plunging. Cold plunging, cold in general to me is the most amazing thing. I have terrible inflammation, and I just go in it and I just feel normal because my inflammation is pretty high. With that said, I actually was diagnosed this year with autoimmune encephalitis. That's basically where my autoimmune diseases cause my brain to swell. And so I am slowly working out some details on how to help myself with autoimmune encephalitis. Such a big, crazy word. I actually am going to start doing therapeutic plasma exchange, or TPE for short. I start that next week. I'm quite excited about it. Let me tell you a little bit about what TPE is. TPE is where they remove your blood and your plasma. So basically they pull out your plasma from your blood. They put your blood back in with new albumin. That's a crazy word, albumin. And that then helps my body produce clean plasma. Plasma holds most of the toxins from autoimmune. So 70% of my blood is going to be cleaned. And that is going to help remove my Lyme, my mold, my parasites, if I have any left in my body, 70% of them. And it's going to help my brain from swelling. When my brain swells, it's quite mental for me. And I just am too busy now with running a business and loving what I'm doing with teaching all of you guys how to cleanse your bodies to have anything like this going on with me anymore. So I am quite excited about doing TPE next week. We are going to film it and we might do a podcast while we're doing it. Sam is going to be flying up to hang out with me while I do it. It can be up to a 4-hour procedure, so I'm quite excited. My year has been one of the best years I've had in my life, and I'm so grateful for this community, and I'm so grateful for everyone that has helped me get to this point. All of you have a happy holiday, a happy new year, a healthy and happy new year.